let's get into some of the scenes first before we talk about some of the actors. So
please tell us these scenes.
Because I think that some of the scenes...
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
No. I want to know what scenes Clint wants to talk about, because I'm interested. Go, Clint, go.
But that should be the clip, right? That combines the joys of both you guys. That's Lucho, you loving Conan, and Clint being a former librarian. That's the perfect movie for you guys.
I just think that the star of the show isn't really Weird Al. It's not really any of the actors. It's really the bits.
Oh yeah, of course.
The stars of the show. That's why you watch it, to see those bits again. And the thing is it's one of those things that reminds me of sort of the previews that they put onto like the Grindhouse films that Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez did, where they had these these trailers for these movies that didn't exist.
Yeah.
Which were like these bits that kind of Weird Al is making for these TV shows, but they don't actually exist, and you only really see them for like a minute or 30 seconds or something like that. And so
these little vignettes.
Yeah, and I
Bowling
think
for burger.
Yeah, and it's easy to forget them because there's so many of them. It's easy to forget them. So I tried to write down some of the ones that sort of, that struck me.
All strip solitaire at 8.
And there's the one that's had like probably the biggest impact in my life, because I received one of these last year when somebody tried to tell me that they loved me, and that's Spatula City. So for a little context for our listeners, last year for my birthday, the Gooch got me a spatula, because nothing says I love you like a spatula.
Yeah.
And I pulled it out, and I'm pretty sure Clint and Kat were like, "What the fuck?" Kat just started busting up.
Kat was like, "What? Why is it a spatula?" I'm like, "It's nothing says I love you like a spatula." And of course, you were laughing already, and we were laughing, and it was funny. It was a nice spatula, though.
It was did you buy 9 and get that one for?
That was a cent. That was the one that I got for 1 cent.
And even in that commercial, like other things I didn't notice in that commercial, because it's Spatula City, right? Like that in itself is ridiculous and dumb.
It was so
when they show
absurd.
Like the liquidation sale inside, there are people running around in the store that have shopping carts filled to the brim with spatulas.
Yeah.
It's like, how ridiculous is it that somebody's going to buy, in that case, 75 spatulas?
No,
like, what would you do with 75 spatulas?
The absurdity of this film is what makes it great.
It's great.
The absurdity of this film. I love it.
Like even going to that one Stanley Spadowski's Funhouse when they're playing Find the Marble in the Oatmeal, and the kid wins, and he's like, "You know what you get to win, Billy? You get to drink from the fire hose." And I'm watching this last night, and I've got 3 kids that are asleep, and my wife's working, and I'm just sitting there trying to stifle as much laughter as I can, because this kid's getting blasted in the face by a goddamn fire hose.
You know, and I've watched this many a time. I watch it sober too, because every so often I'll put it on, just in the background and watching it, and that scene where he's like, the kid's so happy, like even the grandparents are like, "Yeah, you won,"
Yeah,
they're like egging him on onto the little wooden horse or whatever he's sitting on, and he's just so happy. And then you see Stanley open the hose, and then he just goes flying. It's the way he does it. Like I said, the absurdity of this film is absolutely amazing, and it's what it's the same thing with the Mel Brooks films that we watch.
Yeah,
it's the absurdity of it. It's so amazing.
Like in Spaceballs, when they're combing the desert, they're out
combing
with actual combs.
Yeah,
the desert. And then the 2 black stormtroopers are using a pick. It's like,
yeah, it's so great.
And like another thing about this movie that it's always in the back of my mind is when they're first doing Uncle Nutsy's Funhouse, and they bring out Bobo the Clown, and then Weird Al's like, "Hey Bobo, look up. Look down. Now look at Mr. Frying Pan," and he whacks him in the face with a frying pan. It's like this is a kid's show, and you're gonna like smash your friend in the face with a frying pan. Like, what the hell?
Well, it's akin to like the I don't know, like the Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry type cartoons, right? And I mean, hitting someone. So for us, we grew up with that stuff, and it's funny for us because it's kind of like what those cartoons were. Maybe not now. So, Clint, continue. Another scene, please.
As we hijacked your question.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's just we start talking about UHF and we just keep going on.
That's what happens. You get high quality film.
Yeah,
I think that's what the fans want. That's what they want. One of the things to go back to the Raiders of the Lost Ark part. you mentioned the inconsistency between when the guy gets his arm snapped off and what hand the gun was in. One of the things that I thought was like absolutely, like Gooch mentioned, absurd was he snaps the guy's arm off with the whatever, what's the thing called? What's Indiana Jones whip? And the guy's arm is on the ground. This fool is still standing there with no arm, and he doesn't make a fucking sound. He just looks at him for a second and then just runs off.
Yeah, it's so absurd. I love it.
Well, it's like when Weird Al has that dream where he's Rambo and like he's shooting. He and the other dude are blasting each other with machine guns, and like it cuts to Weird Al and it cuts to the other guy, and then like it pans out and they're close, and then it cuts back and forth and they're close, and it gets to a point to where like basically nose and nose.
Yeah,
and he's still blasting full strength.
He's still blasting
with a machine gun, and nothing's hitting him.
Yeah, and then he pulls out the bow and arrow and just whoa.
Yeah, and later on, I think that at the end of that scene, when Weird Al goes to shoot that Russian who's trying to shoot him as he's like crawling on the ground, and he blows him up, the fool is like made of like styrofoam.
Of course.
Yeah. Or foam or something like that.
Weird Al's made of styrofoam in that freaking scene. He's that
but that's
body
what I'm saying. That's why they did that, right?
That's so funny.
Latex muscles.
It's so gross.
And he just starts yelling. He's like, oh! He's like blowing up the Sphinx, the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. And then Michael Richards is just sitting there going, yeah.
Man.
And then like, so you know how he throws away the sand at the last moment and then he takes the Oscar and then runs in the Layers of the Lost Ark scene, and then there's the scene in Indy where he like runs underneath that door that's closing. Like in this movie, Weird Al, the door stops, Weird Al rolls underneath it, and then after he gets out underneath it, then it goes down quickly.
No, you know why it goes down? Why it stops? Because he puts the Oscar there. So the Oscar is holding the door up, and he rolls underneath it, and then he grabs the Oscar.
Like that's the Oscar's gonna hold it up. Yeah. And then they show the scene where he's at Big Edna's Burger World.
Oh
Big
yeah,
Edna.
Big Edna.
And he refers to her as a pathetic tub of lard as she's standing right next to him. Yeah. And then she basically just tosses him out of the restaurant.
She's got one grown man in one hand, one grown man in the other. She walks him right outside the front, and tosses him across the parking lot.
Tosses him across the parking lot, dude. Love it.
I was wondering what do you think that Big Edna's would be the type of burger place that you would like, or it would be disgusting?
A greasy spoon, I'd love it, dude.
That looked like the perfect burger.
I would love that greasy spoon place.
I was burging so hard. I was like, oh.
I would probably order a shake, large fries, and like the greasiest double burger from Big Edna. I would love it.
Oh, I'd get her double, extra cheese, sauce.
That's what I would do.
Fries there.
She definitely has a double for you, Devo. Definitely.
She's gonna spread those buns. Ooh.
So when he gets in his car, do you guys know what kind of car that was?
Dude, I have no idea.
An
That's
Etzel?
like a what?
I would say an Etzel.
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 Little German car.
Etzel.
Oh
no, it's got to be a different one. I thought that was an Etzel, but maybe I was wrong.
If anyone knows, let us know. And then he does I don't know, Devo, if you would even eat this. I don't know if Gooch would.
The Twinkie Weenie sandwich?
Yeah.
I'll crush one.
Have you?
I have not, but I will.
Gooch, would you eat one of those? And the question is, I don't know if the wiener was raw or not. Was it raw?
Oh
no.
He put it in the microwave.
Did he put it in the microwave?
No.
Oh,
he cuts open a Twinkie, slices it in half, sticks to me. I mean, when you cook a hot dog, it becomes a sort of, I don't know, brownish. This is
puffs up.
This is and this is pink, and it was still wet from the juice inside of the hot dog packaging.
That
was a raw ass hot dog. He was raw dogging that Twinkie. Put a little some of that tasty spray cheese on there, and then he dips it in milk.
Yeah, he does it in milk.
But you don't.
He's so disgusting.
Here's the absurdity of this: the act of dipping it in milk is what makes it disgusting. Not the fact that it's a raw hot dog inside of a Twinkie covered in spray cheese, which is disgusting enough. It's the fact that he's dipping it.
Why does he need to dip it in the milk? I don't know. So the vehicle is
weird.
So according to IMDb, It is a 1956 Nash Metropolitan. That's the vehicle. So,
no idea what that is.
I have no idea, but it's that car that he's driving.
Okay. So when he goes to the party, he's like, I don't know if it was his dog or someone else's dog, but he's like trying to feed that dog the Spike Punch. I'm assuming it's Spike Punch, right?
No, I doubt it. I think it's just regular Punch.
Because he's trying to just literally just dump it down that dog's throat, and then they ask him, and he just drops the dog in the punch and walks off.
Hey, George, come here.
You poor dog. You look at the dog's face. He's like trying to get away from the ladle, and then the poor dog is just throwing the punch.
He's like, "What's happening?"
Oh man, so good.
Right, I'm gonna speak some blasphemy right here. Kind of attracted to George's aunt.
Oh God, Devo. Oh my God. Okay, that's it. We're doing FMK now. George's aunt, George's lady, and Fran Drescher.
Okay, so I'll start it off since I'm the sicko here. I will F the aunt, marry Fran, and sorry, Victoria Jackson.
You know what? Sue, this actress's name, and she passed away, so you know, R.A.P. But her name is Sue Ann Langdon, and she is. This is the aunt. This is Esther.
Okay. When she was you're looking up her when she was young.
Yeah, and honestly, when she was younger,
smoking,
she's pretty damn hot. She's like
Take a look at her.
50 sitcom hot.
I'm gonna have to put a little asterisk here.
Whoa,
I might be running. I might be. Hear me out. I might be running into some incest here because Langdon is my mom's side of the family. So that could be a great aunt or something. I don't know. But hey, if you go on Pornhub or RedTube, it's all stepbrother, stepmom, stepdad stuff. So it's all cool, right?
Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Did you look her up, Gooch?
I did.
Some like provocative pictures for a woman that was like in the 50s and 60s.
I told you she's not bad looking when she was younger.
Evo, you're so gross. Ew.
You know what?
You're talking about fucking her when she's like 70, you sick fuck.
True. I agree.
Yeah.
It's not when she was, in the 60s. It's when she was in 1989. So it's a different time.
Guys, she's probably still just as tight. It's
Well, not
all right.
well, not anymore. I mean, maybe because of rigor mortis, but not not then.
She croak.
Hey.
Oh, that you did.
I'm pretty sure she's gone. I mean, she was born in 1936.
Damn, she'd
Let's
be
see
damn near
here.
100.
Yeah.
She's older than the Ford
She'd be
Model
like
T.
85. She'd be like 85.
But either way,
But you didn't answer the question.
So she's a gilf.
They call those cougs, Devo, cougs.
According to this, she's not dead.
She's alive. Devo, there's still hope. Yeah. There's still hope.
I'm gonna follow her on Instagram.
There is a born date, but no death date on IMDb. So
she's alive, dog.
She's still alive, man.
She's alive.
All right.
She's a widow. She's a widow, Devo. She's available.
There you go.
Years old.
Are you getting cold at night, sweetie?
No, the problem is that she's actually pretty good looking, all right, when she was younger. But we're not going by that. We're going by
film.
Now. It's not like she's Helen Mirren, because Helen Mirren is beautiful. You to be Helen Mirren now, I would still do it with Helen Mirren. I'd marry Helen Mirren.
Hey, pothead.
What would you do?
Exactly.
Hello.
Oh man, I would marry. God, I would fuck Fran Drescher. Marry the blonde chick. I don't know her name is.
Oh my God! Look at her now, Gooch.
I don't care. No, I'm not looking at her now.
See, that's what I'm saying. You said you're gonna marry her. That means in 20 fucking years, 30 years, that's what you're gonna be with.
Victoria Jackson's here. I'm not gonna marry Fran Drescher, dude. I can't stand her voice.
Oh, I like that. I like fucking old girl from Ghostbusters.
True, I guess you're right.
Well,
but that's not Annie Potts' voice. That's just the character that she's doing in Ghostbusters.
I don't give a damn if she talked like that or she didn't talk like that.
But Fran Drescher talks like that all the time. That's Fran Drescher's voice.
Come on, Lewis. Come on.
She's not even acting in that thing, dude. So
Gooch is right. That's like her legit voice.
That's her legit voice, dude.
I don't give a damn. She's hot as fuck.
She is hot. I agree. I think Fran Drescher from what she was in Staying Alive, I believe, with what's his face.
She's still hot, dude.
With John Travolta. From then, because she was like really young then, she's super hot in that movie, right? From to here and then to
there's a picture
to the
of her
nanny.
from 2010. She still looks good as fuck.
Well, 2010. That's 9 years ago, Paul.
Okay.
But either way,
you got a bunch of good years.
Is a long time.
All right,
9 years is a long time.
Yeah, but you got a bunch of good years out of her, though. That's what I'm saying.
Fran Drescher is an attractive woman, and she's always been attractive. I'm pretty sure she'll stay an attractive woman. I just can't stand her voice.
Gooch.
Bad picture of her, though.
Gooch.
What?
Bad picture of Fran. Anyways,
look.
continue.
All right, so at the time...
We're not on Fran Drescher cast right now.
At the time of the film, I would marry the girlfriend, whatever her name is, Victoria Jackson. Fuck Fran Drescher, and I don't want to say this because she is an attractive woman, and honestly, she did a good job in this film, but I would have to kill the aunt. And this is reluctant, because you know me, sometimes I'm dead. I will say it right away, but I am reluctant to say this because she actually loved this film and she did a good job as the aunt. And knowing that she was a very attractive woman when she was younger, I hate to say it.
You disappoint me, lad.
I would marry Fran Drescher. I would F the
girlfriend?
The girlfriend, and then I'd have to kill the aunt because I just don't want to touch her. But she seemed, well, actually she was a little cunty in the movie too, though.
I don't mind.
So
how's she cunty? She gave her nephew a TV station.
Yeah,
she did, but she was
loves
very
her nephew.
condescending about it. Well, she did, I guess.
No,
I take it back.
The uncle was the one that was a dick.
He's like, nah, he's an idiot. And she's like, I know who'd be perfect.
Okay, fair enough.
She believed in George, and she was right.
She was right. Well, she's a woman, though. They always know right.
I guess.
Says Clint.
Gooch.
Hey, I agree.
Hey,
Victoria Jackson's character was ready to dump his ass. Up until she did
dump him.
Yeah, exactly. She dumped him until
she had to.
She was like, "Oh, he is."
The didn't show up.
Well, hey,
to the birthday
and he was
party.
successful. That's not.
He was
whatever.
working hard, Clint.
Exactly.
He was making money for the family.
Hey, he was dreaming up a music video about Dire Straits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
He was.
So give him some slack.
All he wanted was his MTV.
Exactly right. That's true.
I forget who says it, but I think the guy who owns Station 8 or whatever the hell it is.
R.J. Fletcher.
R.J. Fletcher. That fool has so many fucking ridiculous lines where, it's these movies where they have to basically say these fucking idiots or these fucking morons or something like that, but they can't say fucking moron. They have to come up with like some other phrase. And so they come up with like these dumb things. And so one of them was like irresponsible puss brains and just all these different phrases, right? And he just has a bunch in this movie. I don't know if you guys remembered any of the other ones. That was one of the ones that I remember.
They're all very good though. You're right.
Yeah, I know he has a bunch, but they just don't pop out.
And then when they bring in Michael Richards to their office and he goes, "Do you know why I asked you in here?" And Michael Richards goes, "Because you're lonely." "Because you're lonely?" And he goes, "No, you moron." I was like, this